a baby girl. I know it was her. She looked just like me and my daddy. Like more us than us is ourselves. My little girl looks like she's fretting over something. She got my eyes, just like they is today. Like everything I seen, she seen. That's so pretty.
Yes, I'm going to make me and my little girl a new dress. Her daddy would be so pleased.
Who her daddy?
Mr. Samuel.
Mr. Samuel. Who he?
The Reverend Mr. Samuel.
You want that cloth or not, girl? Now, we got other clothes beside you.
Why, yes, sir. I want 5 yards, sir.
You want something, Gal?
No, sir. How long you had your little girl?
Oh, she'll be 7 months on the 15th.
Can I hold her?
Oh, if you like. Watch your head now.
I think she mine. My heart says she mine, but I don't know if she mine. If she my baby, her name Olivia. I stitch Olivia and all the seed of her diapers. I stitch around little flowers and stars too. He took all the diapers when he took her. So what's her name?
Pauline. Oh, but I call her Olivia.
Olivia.
Come on.
Olivia. 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 Why does he call her Olivia when that ain't her name?
Well, don't she look like an Olivia to you? Just look at those eyes, for goodness sake. Only somebody old would have eyes like that. So I call her Old Olivia. Well, nice talking to you. My husband's waiting.
You gonna buy anything or not, Gal?
This is the JB's monorail.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Wanna welcome you guys to another episode of the Mo Man Truth Show. Today is, what's today? Today, Monday. Today is Monday, April the 7th, 2014. And it's been a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good day too. So far, I know I did. First thing we must do is find something nice and soothing for the ear. Ladies and gentlemen, what do we have?
Hey, lady, can I say something to you for a minute?
That'll work, huh? That'll work.
Please.
Lieutenant
No,
Pendergrass.
down.
Pendergrass.
That's it.
First thing I want to mention
I've got something to tell you. See,
is the call-in number, which is 309-679-0487.
why is it every time we
Second thing I want to mention is, don't forget about my man, Tariq Nasheed. He's the one that motivated me and inspired me to start my own podcast show. Mr. Tariq Nasheed, he is the truth. And his shows get better and better, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all should have really checked in, tuned in to last night's show. So don't forget about Tariq Nasheed, filmmaker, author,
big pretty cars,
game advisor.
Diamond rings and the fantastic
He is the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
You for real?
He's the man that every family should have at least one of him in their
Sit
family.
down now. No, sit
Mr. Tariq Nasheed. Go ahead and Google that name
You see, wait a minute.
and check out his shows. You will not regret it.
That is your
You
problem.
will
Always
only
saying the wrong thing
benefit,
at the right
ladies
time.
and gentlemen. I'm gonna go ahead and get the
I don't know how to
the topic of tonight's show.
The best I can tell you
The topic of tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen, is he be not that baby's pappy.
She used to say, son,
What the hell do he be not that baby's pappy mean? Well, what I mean by he be not that baby's pappy, the question that I'm posing is,
faces coming down.
have you ever thought that a child was yours only to find out somewhere later down the road that it wasn't your child, that you were not that baby's pappy? Now, this is going to be a very, very short show tonight. I predict it's going to be extremely short. For the simple reason is I really don't expect to chop it up back and forth with anybody. I really don't think that I'll get any calls, but you know, you never know what might happen. There have been times before where when I thought that I were not going to get any calls, and I did. So it just may happen, ladies and gentlemen. But I have not been hustling for viewers lately because I'm kind of in a transition right now where I'm trying to come up with ideas to make the show more exciting. I'm trying to come up with ideas, and I think one of the ideas, should I let it just be a surprise, or should I go ahead and say it? I'll go ahead and give a hint. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with some dialect. I'm going to write up scripts. For me and a good friend of mine to do, we used to be into the acting game, used to be in the drama class game, and he likes doing things like that, and I like doing things like that. So and I got a pretty good sense of humor, and he does too. He gets my humor, and I get his. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about none other than Kenneth, my good friend, whom I've been knowing almost all of my life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start writing up scripts for me and him to do over the phone line. We do not live in the same city, so we are not able to do it in person, which would probably be even more funnier. Knowing me and him, we would probably be coming up with video, making video segments, making up skits and put them on videos, but we live too far apart. So the next best thing that we can do is come up with some phone skits. So I will write up the scripts and I will send them to Kenneth, and we will do them over the phone in the future, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to get busy on that, and that's just an attempt at me to try to make the show a little more exciting. There's never nothing wrong with a little comedy, add a little comedic flavor to the show. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, back to the topic. He be not that baby's pappy. And the reason why this show is going to be very short today is because, as to my knowledge, I am be not that baby's pappy to any child that I know of. And I do not particularly know anybody who had a child that they thought was theirs, and then they found out that the child wasn't theirs. I don't know anybody. So I can't give any stories or examples or samples, or I can't really speak on it. I usually try to speak on the topic of the night. I try to give the show a little weight to the show. But on this particular topic, I just don't know anybody who thought they had a baby and then found out that the kid was not theirs. But on the other hand, if you know, maybe you perhaps yourself had someone that tricked you into thinking that you be that baby's pappy, when in fact you wasn't. Or maybe you may know someone who thought that they be that baby's pappy only to find out that they were not. If you have a story to tell, well, you can call in at 309-679-0487, 309-679-0487, and tell the Mo Man your story. Tell me what's happening on that. So it looks like I will be skipping the part about me giving my personal experiences on the topic of the night because I have none. My children look like me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the trivia, however, I will get to the trivia. And the trivia of the night is, the trivia is, what NAACP secretary was killed in the driveway of his home in 1963? What was that man's name? I'll say it again. What NAACP secretary was killed in the driveway of his home in 1963? If you think you know the answer, go ahead and call up at 309-679-0487. 309-679-0487. 309-679-8407. Ladies and gentlemen, call that number up. Call that number up. 65, going twice, 30. I'm trying to sound like those guys in the auctioners. Always did like the way they talk. I used to be better at doing that. I was just trying to see if I still had it. 65, 70, 70. Everybody going to 70, something going to man in the back, 70, 70. Everybody going to 70, everybody going to 80, going to 80, everybody going to 80, going to 85, 85. Man in the back, man in the red shirt, 85, 85. Going to 90. All right, later for that. But anyway, I like to say that the lines are open now. Ladies and gentlemen, the lines are open. And if you are moved to call this line, you can call this number. This line, and the number is 309-679-0487. That's my Bob voice. Yes, that's my Bob voice when I'm in the mood for being Bob. That's how I sound when I'm in my Bob mood. One more time, 309-679-0487. Don't forget, I would like to get a love connection started up, but I need people to call in. Not call in, but hit me up on my email. If you're interested in meeting singles like yourself, hit me up at my email at themomanshow@yahoo.com, themomanshow@yahoo.com, and hit me up and let me know that you are interested in the love connection segment that I would like to do, but it looks like it may be sometime in the future before I actually get that up and running, because I got to get enough followings first, ladies and gentlemen. Has anyone out there been dealing with AT&T? You know, I haven't dealt with AT&T phone service in a while, and probably maybe about 9 years or so. And you would think in this day and age that their service would be more user-friendly and would be more easier to deal with. It's really a shame. I mean, just to get the service in the first place, I wound up paying like $150 right off the top. They snatched $100 off my debit card, then they snatched $50 off my. No, first it was 50, then it was 100 off my debit card. So right off the top, $150. The first bills that came was 2 bills. One bill for what was it? $14 or something. And then another bill was $108. So evidently, obviously somebody made a mistake somewhere up in there, because I never signed up to be paying $100 every time I get a bill, over $100. So I went on and called them up and I straightened it out. And yes, indeed, there was a mistake. You would think that in this day and age, but you know what I think? I think that they kind of do things like that on purpose. And there's a lot of people that really don't catch it, and they just don't do anything about it, and they just go right ahead and pay that bill. And I think that's what they are banking on, ladies and gentlemen. They're banking on people to just go ahead and pay that bill. Don't ask no questions and pay it. But I didn't do that. I called up, inquired about it, and $108 bill turned out to be, what was it, $75, $73, $72. $72, and they straightened it out where I've got the package deal. So rather than charging me $70-something a month, now the bill would be $39 a month. $39 a month. So that's a very big difference, right? So you're talking like $30, $35 cheaper. Which means that if I never had a call in, they would still be trying to charge me that kind of money. But if they wouldn't have straightened it out, what I was going to have to do is cancel the service, because I can't do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. I ain't going to be able to do it. I'm not paying over $100 every month for a bundle service that I agreed to only pay like $57, $56, $57. So AT&T, you're not slick, all right? Caught you, got you. You got caught up in your bull crap, because I would have dropped that service, and I wouldn't have been doing this show no more. I'd have had to come up with something else. I don't know what I would have came up with. I would have came up with something. Once again, the number 309-679-0487. 309-679-0487 is the call-in number. If someone wants to call in and talk about the topic of the night.
An extended stay in Las Vegas before?
No, this is the first time I've ever played in Vegas or almost anywhere in the same spot for this length of time, 2 months straight.
Or the tribute, right? So, I told you that this show was going to be very short. So what I'm going to do right about now is I'm going to move right along to the Call My Uncle segment, Call Willie. Y'all remember Willie, right? How could you forget him? And like I always say, you never know what Willie might doing. You never know what Willie might be doing. Might be doing something. He might be doing nothing. Could be asleep. May not even answer the phone. What is that he listening to? That's supposed to be his ringtone.
Hey, what's up, Terrell?
What up, Will Kill?
Ain't nothing to it, man. Hey, Terrell, look, I'm moving right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me do this tomorrow, man, because, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to talk to you because I'm moving for people and shit.
All right, brother. Talk to you later. That is the last. He's out of the segment. I will not be calling him anymore. We've been through this before, and I called him behind the scenes and asked him not to tell me that he's busy when I called up, and he just did it again. But I'm not surprised. He is very irresponsible, very unreliable, and kind of on the retarded side. So I'm not surprised, but I will cut him out of the segment. He's really sucks. He sucks when it comes to that. But so I really don't expect anybody to be calling up. Today is kind of on the drag side. I don't have really much to say on the topic that I picked out myself. When the topic is, he be not that baby's pappy. I just don't have any experiences in that. So if anyone calls up before I'm about to bring the show to a close, if someone calls up, if their phone rings before I actually bring the show to a close, I will answer it, but I doubt it though. Once again, the number is 309-679-0487. Ladies and gentlemen, on the Mo Man Truth Show. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do a Jerry Springfield. What's his name? Jerry What's that comedian's name? Jerry. Oh, Seinfeld. I'm a little Jerry Seinfeld. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear this song, you know, I know, we all know what that means. Well, this particular show, I can't exactly say that it's been fun. I do know that it's been very short. But I guess you can't expect it to be a blast on each and every time around. Although you can expect to do your best, though, on each and every show. So, what I'm going to do, though, for today being such a lame show, I will try to make up for it Wednesday. Don't forget, tune in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those are the shows that the Mo Man 2 show airs, ladies and gentlemen, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. In the meantime, I want you to take care, be good, enjoy the weather. Love yourself, love others, and remember to treat others the way that you would like to be treated. Good night, y'all.
We used to dream of a star. How did we get like we are?
This is your son.
Mama. Mama, go in.
He says, welcome.
Go in, someone in.
He says, great.
Mama. Oh, yes, I did you.
He says, this is the day of his dream.
Mama. Some of us did.
This is Olivia. Mama. I want to know your mama. 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 Mama.